back some more Rogue Trader. I left off. We did an awful lot of ship battles and we got along well with Yrilet. I still don't know if I've spelled her name right. I don't think I have. Oh well. Anyway. What's left to do is whatever we want, I suppose. There's tons of worlds we still haven't explored, and that makes me upset because I want to explore them. Sorry, I just don't feel like going all the way around for this. Right. Walk to the Master's Ceremonies. That's probably just like plot progression, so... Ooh, this sounds valuable. Although, honestly, no, we don't need more profit factor. 84 is far and away enough. Yeah, let's explore these other regions that I've completely neglected. Ooh, approach the warp reef. Sure, why not? We gained 6 navigator insight just like that. Oh, why not? Right, I also wanted to look into the treasure. That's the big thing. The Muro 79. Right? One. Right, over here. Damage taken 9 down. Hey, scratched my damn paintwork. How dare you? Well, let's visit here. Lord Captain, Vox systems intercept distressing come from the pure world. The system carries ship that belongs to Planetary Fleet Dark Owners, the capital of Omelette Tuesday. As Mission will repeat your regular intervals, but most shelf is corrupted. Cacophony of requests, elps, groans, shouts. Word? Is it your name? Is your name your shouting, Lord Captain? Oh, delightful. This doesn't seem cursed as hell. To give me like a huge screen for this. You know, you can't just say picked up 81, right? Or plasteel. Let's see what's inside the gutted void ship. This is definitely not
Always
suspect.
Keep your eye on the prize.
A vessel overwhelmed by corruption from beyond the veil. A sad and cautionary sight. No one deserves such a fate. Not the children of Azurion, nor your kind, Elantark.
Emotions distorted by the influence of the warp are corrosive and repulsive to behold. The arch-enemy purposely perverts the colors, making them unbearable to look at for anyone not yet steeped in corruption.
For some reason, Yrilet decided to take pole position, which is very funny. She shouldn't do that. Yeah. Oh, damn it. I read that save, not... Yeah. 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 Awesome.
Is there money to be made?
Also, this doesn't seem that corrupted. Like I've seen corrupted. Unpleasant looking gross calves and ulcers. Okay, maybe this is a little corrupted.
Your arrogance will be your downfall.
Spitter mutant. Great. It's kind of like uniquely horrifying seeing all these mutants. Like, I always understood that in Warhammer 40,000 mutations were like a thing, and you could experience them under exceptional circumstances, but I did not realise they were going to be such a commonplace occurrence as this. It is terrifying. Fascinating, but terrifying.
If not me. I'll see to it personally. I'll make it happen. On it. I'll make it happen. Who if not me?
Give Pascal a turn.
Request approved. My vow is to serve. Request approved.
Not particularly any good target, but oh well.
Running binary function successfully
That's a bounty.
terminated.
Oh, I really don't like the image for that. Mutation blinded.
My reckoning will be swift. If it serves your cause. If I must. I understand your intent. Another soul slips beyond the veil. This tedium is beneath. I hear you moving.
Bang, bang.
No more.
Damn.
I can handle this.
Vengeance will be swift.
An extra attack every turn is wild. Every turn they just get a random thing, whether it's good or bad.
I am a navigator, not a servitor. I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. Me.
Let's have those guys fight
If you
each other.
insist, Lord Captain.
Or indeed, fight that. If they've got extra attacks, we might as well use them to our benefit. Right, now we're going to ask Pascal to not shoot his friends, which is a difficult ask at the best of times.
Explorers know one route. Forward. Request. Your client knows no pain.
Sorry, Heinrichs. Didn't really think that one through, did we? Buff thyself. I'm gonna debuff any enemies worth of damage.
Naturally. You. But of course, Lord Captain.
March down to here. Take a shot.
For the throne.
Very nice.
I feel the power surging.
Why did you do that again? Sure, it
More
buggers up your
trouble than it's
versatility, but
I won't object to it.
I didn't realize reloading would do that. A feeling of terror grips your heart. I guess I did overdo it with psychic powers a little bit. That's the first time we've had any kind of powers in a while.
Indeed.
Very cool.
It will be done. Reduced to dust. Victory is imminent.
I definitely respect how chaotic they make chaos feel in this. There's always been something that annoyed me, like when I compare the old rules of Warhammer to new ones and see that chaos has been more structured and less lulz random. It's like, why would you not make it lulz random? It's chaos.
My competencies are not that universal.
Whoops.
I'll see to it personally.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful.
Swift.
Go here and get comfortable. Claim a bounty.
I deal death with my hands. I am not your
Double. No? No double. Okay. Try again.
Another soul slips beyond the veil.
Cassie. I will love. Why don't you learn these rules?
If I may, another fur painted blood.
I took care of this one.
There we go. Nice and straightforward. Blood has an unusual hue. They really are like super mutated, weren't they? These aren't sent to reach the dead systems are destroyed.
Let us not dawdle.
Books and items of luxury. Legality of some is questionable, but navigability often turns a blind eye to such.
My success is an irrefutable.
Ooh, Staff of House Cassini. And a distraction cape. A distraction, Kate. The name alone is very funny. Equipping the staff of a different house feels like a horrible idea, but also letting enemies suffer a penalty to characteristic. Versus infusing 7. Infusing is good if she had buffing powers, but she doesn't. She has hurting powers. So she honestly should keep what she's got. How funny. I didn't realise her gear was that outdated. Not that she... There's also this one. Oh, it deals 6 damage to the navigator. Well, this house of self-assay just gives her better stats. I should have equipped her with this ages ago. Honestly, there's a lot of stuff I should have done something with.
Or get left in the dust.
Here, a passage.
An expected result.
With Appleard's superhuman strength. You done? Oh dear. He's damn good with it too. Oh yeah, I was wondering. He's wearing purple robes. He's a navigator? Yeah, he's a navigator. Damn. I'm impressed he's surviving.
I always keep my options open.
The leader of the ravaged ship's crew wipes the sweat from his brow in a motion characteristic of navigators. Not with his whole hand, but with 2 fingers moving from left to right and back. Does not touch his third eye by accident. Oh, that's pretty cute. The movement is the only sign of fatigue he allows himself. His posture is immaculate, shoulders wide, eyes front, as if he did not just emerge from a grueling battle and is simply greeting on a bridge on an uneventful day. My greetings, your ladyship. There is no need for introductions. I know the heirs of the von Valentius line by sight. I am Han of House Cassini, the navigator on this vessel, and, as a senior surviving officer, I assumed command after the incident. Lady Navigator, what an unexpected and pleasant meeting, considering the circumstances. Undecorously quotes Garcia. I've not had the honour of being personally acquainted with you, but of course I know the emblem of House Celio. How fares the Honourable Regent? Cassia or Celio? Cordiality will not disguise the ice-blue coldness of your words, Navigator Han. However, I will tell Regent Aronto that you inquired after his health. You may pass my best wishes to Novator Cassini. Now let's set the pleasantries aside. I'm sure the rogue trader would like to ask you a few questions. As Han speaks, others glare at you without attention. Upon close, you can plainly see that every one of them is a mutant. Yeah, all one of them. Their faces and bodies bear the mark of incredibly grotesque deformities, the same as the muttering madmen who attacked you. However, Han's associates seem perfectly clear-eyed, showing no signs of madness. What happened to the ship and the crew, Han? The ship is assigned to the port of Dargonis. Some time ago, the captain was instructed to deliver a package, urgently by hand, to you, your lordship, even shown a pic of your face. Navigator's voice seems calm, yet there is tension in his eyes which trained on you. The disaster struck during the warp jump. I will never know all the details, as I was preoccupied with my primary duties, but for some reason, the captain decided to open the package. That, as you may have noticed, had a most destructive impact on the crew. Browns. The package contained a chaos artifact, a chaos bomb, if you will. The moment it was removed from its protective cocoon, the crew began to lose their mind and mutate. The first to be afflicted was the captain and the senior officers, but the effects spread with incredible speed. Every deck was consumed by it, every last one. The raging mutants, no longer sane, damaged many systems. The ship was in distress, and would have almost certainly been destroyed had it not resorted to make an emergency exit from the warp. The people you see here are the only survivors, or rather, the only ones who were able to retain both their lives and sanity. I gathered everyone I could, isolated the source of the danger, and sent out a distress signal. We were adrift, waiting for help to come, fighting off mad crew members. Then you arrived. So the Chaos Bomb package meant for me? Who's the sender? As far as I'm aware, the order came from Commander Voidfear, the Master Whispers in the Rogue Trader's retinue. It's likely arranged delivery, either personally or through intermediaries. Abelard's face turns a deep puce. That blasted traitor beat us to Dark Owners and is now free to act with impunity. Not surprised me to find out this was the work of sorcery. How else could have you reached the world in such short time? You probably were supposed to do this before doing the other one. A heretic who's vested with legitimate power and whose latest activity has made mystery to all. Believe me, Dolly, an individual like your former Master of Whispers will not stop at sending a chaos artifact in attempts to destabilize your protectorate. One pauses, then adds bluntly, almost brazenly, your action suggests that you are not expecting a package of this sort. That is good to know. I'd almost convinced myself the rogue trader was deliberately collecting chaos artifacts. Do not dare accuse me of colluding with chaos. Do not even suggest it. I beg your pardon. I'm too tired to speak diplomatically. However, the sender wanted all of this. It happened to your ship, not ours. Where's the artifact now? The tension in his posture and gaze becomes ever more noticeable. I have placed inside a protective sarcophagus, more reliable than the previous repository. Unfortunately, an artifact as powerful as this one could not be destroyed under these circumstances. Or rather, I had no assurances that it would not disintegrate every one of us and scatter us across several light hours of neighbouring space. Once we are off the ship, I will absolutely find a way to destroy the vile thing. Trust me, I will take the sarcophagus that holds the artifact and deliver it to those who can destroy it safely. I have to take your word, as I have no other choice, but what will come of me and the remaining crew? This is a good question. Honestly, the correct thing to do would be to suffer not the mutant to live. I've seen how mutations allow for... To be fair... Every single mutant I've seen was either previously corrupted by chaos or was otherwise just a mutant scum living in the underhives. Oh, and of course the psychers, you know, they're like, not that. I don't know. I know Iconoclast point sounds wonderful. But... This is such a funny thing to deliberate on. Should I kill these people who have been exposed to radiation or are suffering super cancer from it? Or should I just kill them because they kind of freak me out? Sometimes I forget, like... This game is... This setting just sets my ethical standards to a completely different tier to what they usually are. It's frightening how quickly I can just abandon my morals because, oh no, here's a justification for it. Yeah, sure, I should be nice to them. You know, if I was given a serious position of power in real life, I probably would be nice to them. But because this is fiction, and because this is specifically the grim darkness of the far future, I've kind of got a hum and her about it. Oh. That's just one guy, who cares? I'm taking you aboard my ship. Let's just add these things to cargo. There's nothing. Navigator's Zone handles extreme warm with visible marks up by nails. Evidence terrifying aspect belongs in the battle of the battle.
Keep your wits about you.
I'm kind of too warm with the dressing gown on, but too cold without it. How annoying. Oh, great. Insects in the astropath's brain. We're running out of astropaths again. Seriously. Why does this happen? What do you mean a space combat wave? Sure doesn't look like it. Alright, Mirror 79. Yeah, I think I passed around this or something. Let me in. I'm clicking the button, let me in. I'm the void trader. Void trader? Rogue trader. I'm allowed to do whatever I want. Hold on. I need to go to the Rocky World or something? The priceless discovery left the crew shaken and speechless and shaken. The ancient Imperial Ark ship, Hammer of Redemption, was hidden below the surface, impervious to the Orca's sight. Had the rogue trader not found pieces of an architect compass that resonates with the vessel's defense systems, it would have remained lying in a bottomless chasm, lost and uncertainly forgotten forever. The Adeptus Mechanica satellite studied the ancient data archives and concluded the vessel crashed around 300 years ago, after running into an asteroid stream. Hoping to rescue at least some of the colonists, the captain dispatched 4 lifeboats whose tragic fate you already know. While their time and weather were not kind to the Hammer of Redemption, the crew still managed to salvage plenty of valuable items. Plus 10 to all skills and rerolls. I'm equipping that now, and I'm never taking it off. That's amazing. What last order? It was true, exactly. just the rule. Lose 5 points of law and exchange rerolls. That's just so good. That just means I'll never fail any diplomacy check ever again. Look, 162 persuasion. Take that. Okay, who has the second highest law imperium? Let's see. 45, 30, and 26. Boy, oh boy, I wonder. Not that I ever perform any law imperium checks, so whatever. Also, these girls want to level up, so let's just run that quick. Not that I ever really use them. Well, perception has kind of fallen off. Stunning everyone in a huge cone sounds super useful. Mind thieves. Oh, yeah, why not? You get some more awareness, why not? Some more agility, why not? Sure, that probably does something. Bounty. We care about cleaning the bounty. No, raid sounds useful. And pierce the armor because she shoots a lot. As for Jay, I really kind of don't care. Or Imperium. Giving her no heresy is such a funny idea. It'd be terrible, but it's a funny idea. And why not? And so why not? They want me to go to Felstone. I forgot about that. Goodness gracious, I thought that being a rogue trader would mean I could do whatever I want. It seems like I can do what everyone else wants. A pain. I can't even remember where Felstone is. Right, down there. So let's head south. Let's name the star because it's here, why not? Oh, that's probably not a good thing. We should do something about that. Oh, but there's an ancient bunker down here. Let's drop in. We'll show up, start coughing horrendously. Boom. Maybe the poison vapor somehow found away to the bunker's ventilation system.
I always have a backup plan.
An old Imperial bunker.
Okay. I'm in. One party corpse, his arm outstretched toward the exit. On the soldier's neck is broken respirator adorning the Imperial Aquila. Yeesh. No one's having a good time here, are they?
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Roshan was merciless to these old Imperial bayonets, chainsaws, and lasguns, but not to these old Imperial drugs. Ooh, a combi tool. Because, you know, Pascal needed more tech use. I just wasn't... Actually, does he really? No, no. I think we can give that to someone else. Not that there's particularly anyone else who needs it. No.
Is there money to be made?
Insufficient power.
Operation successful.
Oh, the showers.
Success is the only outcome I accept.
Well, they say, not very decontaminating, are they?
None are better at searching.
Trap, huh?
Too hard for a simple monkey?
A rock scarf to
My
her.
success is an irrefutable certainty.
Hold fast, the star allies are with us.
Was a shameful failure.
I won't let it define me.
This explorator is blessed
a peculiar
with
thing.
functionality.
Pascal failing at 67%. Yeesh. A sworn protector. A powerful lasgun, but no one really uses lasguns, so... Well.
The machine gun.
New parchments bearing the wind scale seal open contain parts of military operations of mention of a doomsday weapon. Yes, it worked.
Let us not dawdle.
Large oil, the betrayers of the Imperium, huh? Wait, what was that? A woman's golden seal adorned with intricate patterns. Some slippery scrapes the coat of arms off. An officer key, that's nice. Why do you have a enlistment poster inside a bunker? I'm pretty sure everyone here is already very enlisted. Oh. Multi. A half-full reservoir of water.
My success is an irrefutable
Rise to the top
certainty.
or get left in the dust.
Oh, fairly normal supplies for a bunker. Valve. What is an ancient but wholly typical console intended for use by people not trained in the mysterious arts of ministering to machine spirits? The cogitator is completely silent, but as you approach, you sense the walls emanating from its metallic casing. A telltale sign the machine is working. Pascal offers the cogitator a reverent bow, chanting the binary area of launch priming. The spirit in this machine embodies resilience and indomitability. In this den of decay and entropy, still does it reign over this place. What has a life support systems? Water supply's broken. Every community's broken. Energy regulation system, unknown error warning, backup generator connected. Perfect damage, no dollar. Defense systems failure, let's not activate the emergency defense systems, because that sounds like a great way to get into a lot of trouble.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
I really don't know what this is doing for us, but... Activation emergency ventilation system. Oh, does that mean I can make the air work? That would be nice. Data confirmed, insufficient power. My defense systems activated. Your permission to extract the command blocks this noble machine to hold a visual for its deceased spirit. The good news is we can breathe, but... Yes.
Keep your wits about you.
What's your
Attention
stats?
to detail is the key to success.
And stuff hidden underneath.
Data meditation is terminated.
Did not mean for that to happen. Sorry.
Miscalculations are for commoners.
Your seneschal is always there for you.
Thank you, Sinestro. Very cool. Hey, do you have any, like, medkits? We have a few.
Careful now. This wound will make a fine scar.
We function as one.
Decayed scroll. 348 years ago, our ancestors arrived in this blooming world, built the cities and manufactoriums, and found here a society free from heresy and fear. But the immortal Emperor of humanity, Warden of Light, saw fit to test our faith. A great war tore open a rift between our ancestors, dividing into two factions and turning the world into a boundless battlefield. Each day, we fought the enemy, that our children could see the dawn of a new era, an era without blood, pain and tears. Brave people, living and dead, paved with their bodies the road to our future. And one day the skies answered our prayers. The great star allies descended from the darkness of the cosmos and bestowed upon us our great army, the doomsday weapon. And so we brought the righteous anger upon our foes and ended the centuries-long war and welcomed the dawn of the new era. The universe will hardly notice our deed, but the God Emperor sees all. We, children of a great nation, must dedicate ourselves to this sacred mission, to survive and revivify this world, the most beautiful flowers and revived from the ashes. And hence do not despair, sons, daughters of the Imperium, for our star allies are behind us and the God of humanity is with us. The help is coming soon, the skies of a shamble. Not so sure about that, Chief. No. When I say star allies, it makes me think gene stealers, but given the fact I've not seen nor been ambushed by any gene stealers, probably just chaos. Probably just chaos killing people, because that's what chaos does. Several crates of dry rations survived this day, each one best symbol of the coat farms.
I always keep my options open.
I can see the agitation and fear of the servants beside me. But you, how do you manage to drown out their colors with mere words? Their dark hues dissolve immediately, and humility sets in.
I have always desired only respect, not fear. It is good to know that my efforts have not been in vain. Thank you for telling me.
I'm gonna sword off the emergency stairs and try to conceal the damage. Box with the wind scale. Ooh. True 100. It's been 100 cycles, and these idiots are still none the wiser about who they saved from the storm. Going back to my camp is no longer an option. Damned rats chewed through the protective suit, and these peasants are out of repair materials. And 304. There are some decent people here. Just civilians, like my mother. This one girl, Zimmy, even made a habit of coming by in the after hours. She asked me to teach her the letters, so she can write to her father who went to the service 2 turns ago. Foolish child, the war is taking its toll on both sides. Hold on, am I sympathising with the enemy? I better put a stop to this. Entry 110. I was finally allowed entry to the upper levels, and lo and behold, what did I find there? The same supply crates, those gifted to our lords by the Star Allies. The same rations we've been eating, the same weapons as we've been fighting with. So our life has simply been toyed with. Windscale has betrayed us, I must report this to command. No, that's the boss. As on the cut and decommissioned few boxes flows down. I've alchemist a dozen rations. I just need to get the schematic of the life support system. Transport disease in the surface. The Medicaid unit's packed. Just the right time for a quick short circuit. Then we drank the poison water and vomited a lot of blood. The schematics are inaccurate. But now I know for certain which pipes go to the living module, which to the barracks. New comms officer. Oh. So, what do you mean the Winter Scale was the Star Allies who helped them both? Is that the case? Conflict deeper level.
Let us not dawdle.
So, Winter Scale was orchestrating a battle between two factions? Unknown officers. I'm tired. How long has it been since Doomsday? I think it was the 36th year when the heretical corridor wiped out half of our people, including the old bookkeeper, Hilgar. I haven't stood still for us since. It was so long ago, and what a convenient solution to the overpopulation problem, huh? I just think we brought this coincidence. Morons. Still, when I look in the mirror, I see my father. The same wrinkles by the eyes, grey temples. Which means I'm over 60. And we've been underground for longer than half a century. No sky, no sun, no joy, and no hope. If that damn propaganda scribe tells him one more time that I must not lose faith, I'll make him eat his own tongue. Sure, we once so certainly had one. The weapon of the great ally boggled the mind. I still remember how the sky shook before me and my ma and father were actuated for this wretched bunker. Where has it led us? When I took over my father's post at the comm station, I heard we had long since lost all communication with the other PDF bases. The stars spread our calls with silence. These days, we don't hear any bombs landing outside, but things are still restless in the old bunker. First a water purifier failure, then a fire in the Medicaid. Rats chewed holes in exposed suits, and then we can't go up to the surface anymore. Are these accidents? I waited a sub-sure and I missed all these years. I'll keep an eye on the troops. I don't believe in miracles, but still having enough supplies on other levels to last another 50 years or so. If you guys can finally sort out the air duct problem, that is. Next time we meet, I should ask how the repair's going. Yeah, no, seems like Yrilet was your traitor all along. Wants access to the web. Man.
I always have a backup plan.
No combat, just discovery of something horrible.
Is there money to be made?
Didn't that acid pour out the purifying showers really should have been more hint of sabotage? Still, how miserably horrible. They could have survived, but their single traitor in their midst killed them simply because they were at the other side. For a war that they'd already lost. For what? Revenge? The fact that Winterscale supplying both sides still confuses me. I'm more frightened. Don't tell me that previously he was simply allowing a war to happen because she was bored and wanted some entertainment.
Rise to the top, or get left in the dust.
Oh yeah, the defenses. I forgot about that.
They will bow before me.
it'll be easy enough to stop them.
On it.
But Pascal, after all, he's kind of designed for this kind of thing.
My vow is to serve.
Oh, that's a lot of them, huh?
Running binary override.
Maybe I should have fiddled with the computers a bit more.
The Omnissiah.
And
I refuse. I'll make it happen. Who, if not me? I'll see to it personally.
If it serves your cause.
sorry, Yrilet, you're
am
kind
not
of just
your
gonna have to
Xenos
stand
pet
there.
monkey.
Actually, can I make you stand? Yeah, sorry.
I move as if unseen.
And yeah, let you get the over penetrate.
If it serves your cause. Hear you moving, no more.
Good. This won't damage them. Because they're not alive.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
They can get cursed though.
I am a navigator, not a servitor. I'm afraid not. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Request approved. The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Request denied.
Oh, stop whining, Heinrich. She ain't done nothing yet.
Naturally. I won't
Let's see what
object to
affect
it.
them. Inside.
Let's see to it. But of course, Lord Captain. I won't object. The Inquisition sends their regards. Target well
Rum.
At your beck and call,
Eat it.
I
Back
will
with
do
it.
my duty. It will be done,
And smash it. Ceramics.
no matter the cost. Victory is imminent.
And you might as well do it again.
Target well struck. Grey hair, sure hair.
Bonk bonk.
It will be done. At your beck and call. An exemplary strike. I'm not interested. It will be done. I'd rather not.
My
No, Abelard,
gut
I think
tells
you
me
do
it's a
take
bad
extra
idea.
turns. I think you keep attacking that thing until
I won't
one of you
stand
is
for
dead.
it. I won't compromise my principles.
My prince.
My gut tells me it's a bad idea.
Gosh, I've really got to be close to someone who isn't my, like, special little boy.
Victory is imminent. Grey hair, sure hair.
I'll make it happen.
As the tactical imperative dictates.
It's as good as done. if not me.
I understand
Take a nice
your intent.
big shot. And miss. Fire again.
I am not your Xenos. Fortune favors the swift.
I'm not accustomed to
Get out on the lines.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Let's get out of here and someone please fetch me records of this place. Lord Captain, the crew that was sent to the surface reports they have cleared the collapsed passages leading to low levels. After exploring the abandoned rooms, they discovered a valuable cargo that has already been brought aboard. That's it. What a horrible fate. How miserable. Abandoned tech base. The sight before you has excited the officer corps, who are delighted to witness the truly majestic end of this planet through the huge windows on the bridge, one of the many neighbourless worlds throughout the expanse. An unknown reason caused the planet to break into several uneven parts, with strong magnetic fields still preventing them from drifting into the cold abyss of space. The planet's hard inner core has remained almost untouched, as thousands of explosions taking place under its shell of hard metals lights up the world's heart from the inside. The Orbital crew detects several ruined extractions on the broken planet's surface. Their analysis shows somebody used to mine adamantine here, but abandoned the deposit after the catastrophe. Why did I say it like that? Most of the machines that damaged more repair, but the tech breeds claims one of the complexes can be restored if the rogue traders required parts and equipment. Sure, why not? Ward 3, add on another. We just got 5 adamantine from a single world. Don't mind if I do. This place looks lovely. Okay, now let's deal with this hole in reality. When a rogue trader ship draws near the unidentified celestial body, the machine spirits on every deck, from the captain's bridge to the cargo holds, become frantic. The engines are refusing to cooperate, sending the void ship hurtling towards the epicenter of normally like an arrow toward a target. You wake after an unsettling sleep to find yourself lying on a stiff cardboard mat. You're overcome with a strange sense of wrongness. The place is dark and reeks of body odour. Someone elbows you in the ribs and grabs you by the collar, spitting abuse. It's a force patrolling the void ship, and she's clearly displeased. You wrestle out the enforcer's grip with ease, punch the woman in the nose, turn around and flee into the darkness of unknown passageways. After taking yet another turn, you look over your shoulder to see if you're being pursued and you're assigned a bulkhead. B-Theta 54, the lower decks. Locals offer friendly smiles soon as they see you, patches your appearance. Staring hazily back at you out of a glass bulkhead is a shaggy, sooty-faced, worn-out vagrant in rags. A face not at all that different from those of your new friends. At any rate, no one is trying to hurt you. You're told a couple of amusing stories about local life, the almighty rogue Lord Captain, and the monsters that frighten people every now and then when the entire ship shakes and red lumens flash overhead. The ragged people, who have thoroughly enjoyed your pleasant company, walk with you to the bay supervisor's cabin. The workers ask the supervisor to report a stray noble from the upper decks. Your poise and manners do make you stand out from the humble denizens of the lower decks. When you're restored to the bridge, the Voxmaster gives praise to the Emperor of Humanity and explains you were trapped in an anomaly that made the people of the ship inexplicably trade places. A rescue ship was dispatched at once to retrieve your lead ship. Your friends from lower decks have already helped the Lord Captain back to where she belongs. I'm surprised I had enough strength to punch an enforcer. I thought I'd did they just take the whole group strength into consideration? Because I got strength 30. That's barely starting. Alright. Let's go here. Forge a path to the Cradle of Kepri. We could make all these routes safe. Why bother? Hi, Foulstone. Had to tell me what the hell is going on. It's so important it requires my attention. Have the authorities begun a rigorous purge of dissidents, mutants, and apostates? Speed arrests and executions as people. Terrified. Why are the people to support the Apostates Act? Once the implanted authorities, not tyrants, was wide protectors, commoners would live interfere in charge of keepers of the law, not in keeping the world. Sure, why not? I haven't got anything else going on. That's it. I show up, tell people it's okay, and then leave. Whatever. Faith and prayer. Where is Prometheum when you can just believe everything will be better? It's just that simple. Thanks, stars. A savannah world. Offering up prayers to the machine god, the augur operators turn their blessed optics toward the very epicenter of the raging magnetic storm. In spite of the thick haze of static covering the augur's pixels, something unexpected appeared. The augur crew may have detected signs of life under the planet's surface. There, in the caves, is a man-made complex. According to the ship's archives, this world is uninhabitable and devoid of useful resources. But the presence of someone in space seems intriguing. Let's learn about this. The forces disembarked next to the suspicious cave. The entrance to the cave turned up blocked by a massive plastic door, once pierced by a milk charge and solidly patched up. Within, an ambush waited for the team. Attack over the emaciated bodies pounced in the darkness without warning. The enforcers of Von Valenti's dynasty reacted with lightning speed. They walked away from the vicious battle not only victorious but having captured the enemy commander. While the shuttle brought the prisoner aboard the Lord Captain's void ship, scouts secured the base and found a vast hall, the walls of which were dotted with cryovaults. All but one were disabled and contained the remains of some prominent people judging by their clothes. The last cryovault was opened and stood empty. Interesting. In addition, a curious machine was destroyed during the battle. As further inspection would show, this was the very contraption responsible for creating magnetic storms blanketing the planet, concealing the cemetery from prying eyes. Machine spirit extinguished forever, Tech Priest still managed to extract those parts that still held value. Tech Priest sent to your commander reported the machine spirits of all cryovaults are healthy and obedient, excepting the one living within the open sarcophagus. This machine spirit is in terrible condition, afflicted by great madness, muddying its algorithm. Under torture, the prisoner confessed to belonging to the cult of St. Drusus. He and his brothers and sisters were tasked with guarding the strange cemetery and preventing anyone from entering. Equally they could not hide, the unfortunate inhabitants of the cryovaults were killed by his people. Alas, that was his last confession, as the harsh interrogation finally took its toll. Unkind. The ruins of an ancient imperial city were discovered on a dead world, completely deprived of an ecosystem. According to the reports, the entire settlement is contained in a titanic glass dome that once held an artificial atmosphere. The augurs detected the framework of 3 other similar structures that were never completed. For whatever reason, the dome systems failed, and left behind is this city, a ghost that never managed to become a proper colony of the Imperium. Call the Temple District and get some holy provisions. The Temple District is situated at the heart of the city. The God Emperor's statue, intricately carved in precious crystal, is suspended beneath the dome, supported by chains of gold, and can be seen from anywhere in the colony. Inspired by the majestic sight, the expedition members set off to explore the area with renewed vigour. Soon enough, they stumbled upon an ancient weapon lying on a pedestal, wreathed in sunlight. The expedition brought it back to the ship and told many tales about how the Emperor himself, who had been watching them from above, had directed their attention to the sacred weapon. A blessed bolt casing. Single attacks with bolt weapons automatically hit the target. That's amazing. If I give that to a sword and gun interrogator, that just like solves so many problems. It's only single attacks, of course, but that's still excellent. Explore the local palace. A lavishly decorated estate that local rulers towers over rows of featureless bunkhouses. Several explorers perished from the cleverly hidden tripwires in the courtyard. After losing their companions, the team easily disarmed the remaining traps in the estate. Anything of value has been promptly delivered to the rogue trader's vessel. The Lord Captain has even given an exquisite sword, secret cache, an Eldari ghost blade. Palace supplies, there's quite a lot. Drain the fuel. Wow, this is very nice. This is exceptionally profitable. Amlod, what are you? You injured. That's amazing. And the chromoplasteel. Awesome. And over to the system's speculo. The Lutant skin event again. Unknown ships, huh? I'll deal with you in a second. Oh, mine's some xenotech. And let's make planetfall and see what's on this bottomless pit. Yeah, right, but it's got a bottom. Get off your bum.
I must admit that I had misgivings about the Holy Inquisition's particular interest in
Also, stones and
Kiara.
frescoes. Black
But after what
spots.
we saw on the industrial world, I am relieved that the deeply esteemed interrogator was with us after all.
The Lord Captain probably would have successfully handled the invasion without me. Still, I hope my presence was useful to the Von Valancius dynasty.
I did it?
Watch the darkness and darkness will accept you. Darkness falls beneath your feet, a void of impenetrable gloom. You do not hear a single sound in the depths of the pit, only wind the rustle of dust. Bright daylight cannot pierce the darkness lying over the slopes. The longer you look into its depth, the stronger the feeling grows that this darkness is an absence of light. It's something immeasurably vast, endless, capable of reaching the farthest stars of the galaxy. Sheer force of will your virtual gaze. Heinrichs peers into the darkness at the depths of the pit. You feel the touch of an otherworldly chill. Arrogator arches an eyebrow. Whatever this is. Phenomenon, maybe. There's no warp sorcery within it. Let's not stick our hand into the bottomless pit. Not a good idea.
Always keep my options open.
I do love it when he... I love how he just says magic as a signature. Just, you know... It's his sorcery, his warp sorcery.
The machine god grants me insight.
Mutation long dead, despite this covered machine stun taxing lightning. Just the fact that he's just, you know, things get cold and you like know he's doing something. But without like
This ocular implant was a worthwhile investment.
it's just like, oh, I love it when like magic is like that. Especially because like his he doesn't like glow or say words or even necessarily do a gesture. He looked over, he let a tiny bit of the water's power through, and it just made the area cold. You know, of course, some suckers do very much do the whole finger whacking thing, but they don't have to, and I love it. I remember reading about it in that one comic with Manius Calgar, I think it was, where an Inquisitor comes up to him, uses telepathy, and she just kind of stares at him, and he only knows because he's like a space marine and can feel it. What's this say then?
My house.
The surface is covered in countless scratches. You can discern some logic in them. Some began scratching strange symbols, but then defaced them. Getting extra marks and lines.
Let us not dawdle.
A rusty cogitator.
Operation successful.
Do I not get access to the goods? I don't hear a proc as if we discovered some treasures.
I always have a backup plan.
My warp site reveals something.
Seriously, what is it? Another inscription.
As it should be.
Speak to the fear that dogs you. I can say with some significant confidence that I don't want to stick my hand in there. Because I feel like if I gaze into the abyss, something I will not be out. One of the best ways to survive a horrifying setting like Warhammer, if you don't have to touch it, don't touch it. Adamantine. Ooh, Hunter Father's armor. Strike of Kronos. What break all of that? This armor is better than yours. Austin dodge if the wearer is in any cover. Strike of Kronos. Once per combat. All movement and extra attack. Look, 5% extra armor versus 10% dodge. I kind of want dodge for someone who's going to be sitting around doing nothing. No? Alright, let's see the ship battle, why not? Attack the pirates.
Finally! Some real action!
What's taking so long with the engines? Uh-oh, looks like someone doesn't have... Yeah.
Land back.
Fire again.
Volley. Let the void sort them out. Macro cannon.
Land a crush rare. Way.
All hands, prepare for acceleration.
Reinforce the shields. Fire
Let
again.
them taste our fury.
We surrender. Very good.
With the force of a supernova.
Happen. A good thing you did surrender, because that would have been you.
Lance batteries, volley.
Oh, I probably should. Ah, it doesn't really matter. Oh, really? Behold my torpedoes. Fly here, blow up. Easily resolved.
Salvo.
Damn, I'm good. Cool. I don't fathom how you're supposed to get to these worlds without forging a route. Well, let's forge a route then. Yeah, the Frozen Prince. Gotta say, it's such a lovely name for a place. You just gotta check it out, you know? I'm running low low on Promethium, so sure. More of this worthless plastic. And oh, seriously? Hold on, doesn't this just mean I've got 2 of this? I can only equip the 1. That's funny. As soon as that tiny fear is just gonna say, nah, you didn't make it out this time. Okay, whatever. Oh look, unknown ships, and by unknown I mean they're calling Eldari. Yrilet, would you please talk them out of it? Oh, thank goodness for that. Yay! Peace and love in the far future. Haven't they done birth and peace and more on the planet? Anything worth more than peace? Peace. Peace. And yeah, done me. Euphrates 2. This is the fortune Euphrates 2. It belongs to the explorer to the Cognizance Fleet. The commission colonized it centuries ago. Fortunately, we do not possess the privilege of landing here. Oh, well, fair enough. The last thing I want to do is declare a war on tech priests. Categorically horrible idea. Anyway. Oh, sweet. I was looking for a scruff. Oh, but first, let me level up again, because we do that. Or agility sounds good. Finish kind of thing. If that have weapon skill. More strength. Floor isn't bad. And more agility, because it's just a good stat. Very nice.
Keep your wits about you.
It's the Nurgle encounter.
I will exterminate every last one of you.
Your Emperor won't save you!
Hide behind the invisible barrels.
I'll see to it personally.
Oh. A scowl.
On it. It's as good as done. I'll make it happen. Who, if not me?
A scowl. Would you kindly?
Request approved. The Omniscient.
Oh, I should have marked some
My
bugs.
vow is to serve.
Oh.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Death to the weak.
I'm here and assume some cover. Mark that one.
If it's
Save a bounty. Damn, you failed.
This tedium is
Epic fail,
death with
Yrilet.
my hands.
Epic fail. Run down here and cut this one down.
Let's see to it.
Myself. Oh, that was actually really foolish because this is a warpy area. That could have gone really
I
badly.
won't
Wow.
object to it. Let's see to
Very
it.
silly.
I won't object to it.
Nah.
Out of my way!
Cassia, first of all, would you like melt this fool?
I
Use
may.
this right here. And away from
Isn't
us.
this a job for the serfs? I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Pascal, could you quickly just finish this fool off? Damn. Fired on this.
Chaos guides me.
throwing disgusting things at us. Do you know how hard it is to get the smell out of my hair? Oh well, actually turn around and like charge these fools.
My place is at the fall.
0 damage because I would need to be taking damage. She's Abelard.
I took care of this one. Will rule the stars themselves. I will do my duty.
Put this one down.
Reduced to dust.
I
Indeed.
think this guy in particular. Hello.
Someone else can do this. Gray hair, sure hand.
Bonk. Slap. Go hammer for that one.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
I'll make it happen.
Tell Abelard to do his job some more. Don't
That's
overwork
not
the
the
man
Seneschal's
enough.
job. I'm not interested. I'd rather not.
I won't stand for it. I'll see to it personally.
Arcus, kill zone.
I'll make it happen.
Let's make it defense zone because I don't really care. So.
I understand your intent.
Bounty.
I will not. If it serves your cause.
Hold your breath as you run through the poison cloud. You'll be fine. The 3 poison clouds stacked on top of each other, in fact.
Stop trying, monkey. This
Get
tedium is
comfortable.
beneath me. My heart sings with the thrill of
Now go Wild Hunt. Flat.
slips beyond the veil.
Splat.
Death with my hands.
Double kill. Good. Enemies left down here. Run in.
The Emperor is on our side. I won't do that.
Neither.
I took care of this one.
And that's all the conflicts resolved.
Rise to
Round
the
a bit,
top,
make sure there's
or
nothing
get
there.
left in the dust.
Yep, no, that seems to be all. Cool. Leave. Why are you not letting me leave? Ah, here it is. Wrong door. Let's keep the grenades, even if I never use them. Awesome. There, that one. The Shalab adversary is found in his quarters in a trance-like state. He was pacing the room and talking to an unseen interlocutor, asking the same question over and over. Why won't the fever break? And does the esteemed courage in the face know what he's doing? Then he sat by the bed for a long time, clutching the seat with void sleep and repeating, "Everything will be alright, son." With great difficulty, the forces managed to turn the Seneschal to his senses. By the order of Seneschal Vesserain, the reports in this instance. Space combat awaits in the system? Oh, does it really? No, I don't think it does. I think you're just lying to me. Somebody fire the guy who made that scan. Inside here, there's just 2 planets and a couple of ships. Whatever. They can't all be interesting, I suppose. Although this one is. This world certainly is unidentified ruins.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
I offer up my thanks to thee, O Messiah, for granting me the ability to serve you as a predator whose prey is knowledge.
Also, Pascal, you do realize that's like a really weird thing to say, right? Anyway, we'll charge
I have
it.
learned
Boom.
much in my exile.
What the dickens is that?
What do
Hold
we
on.
have here? This is intriguing.
The human skeleton curled up in an unnatural position is inside of which. Vox. A furious male voice from Field Vox. "This is Captain Travadonis. On the bullion. Get your buzz back at the surface. Get me out of here. My guts may have used to my suit, but I'm not dirty yet, no matter how much you wish I were otherwise." A moment later, the raging tank is white string. "Hey, Canada, you hear me? Respond. I'll be possible. Just don't leave me here. Damn it, was going so well. We figured out how to open the first sphere thanks to the pattern on the floor. Yeah. You knew there'd be so much trouble with the second one. I didn't. They did not. Cowards. And that beam was directed back. I was already lying with my guts turned aside or running off my goods. Oh, why did you leave me like that? I'm scared. Oh, no, I don't do I. Just watch your warrior children. Quiet, let's shut up. I can't hear myself. We're inside for a few minutes so we can hear the sound of someone pounding cold chill voice in a recording device. I'm cold. I wonder if I'll die from that function when my organs get out of there. Indecipherable mixture of howling and clicking sounds. Heresy. Disgusting heresy.
Over there. Nothing's impossible for this old officer.
I always keep my options open.
Keep a sharp eye.
Structure. As they strewn around the planet. What's this? A cracked Xeno chest?
Experience. Nothing matters more.
Yeah, I have no idea what this is, but this cannot be a good thing. Let's open it.
I always get the job done.
Ancient Xenos called Crave. Monster using transcendence for control. Tech belongs to ancient Xenos called Crave. Monstrosities enhance them to control over entire planets and uses. I don't know. Another Warhammer race I've never heard of. I see. I'm not dead yet. Seems the pattern no longer works. There. Looking the jaws. Ancient Force Sword. Remove the summon's energy, fire, power, and warp damage. Stores it for later. The first pattern was complete by that guy.
Is there money to be made?
The second one's kind of just done. Like, I don't know. Cool. Well, that was novel, but let's get out of here. More adamantine, but ooh, what's this? Stone mountain chain is composed entirely of a material with a shiny mirror-like surface. The material itself has no particular value for production, but properties make this place incredibly beautiful. The sky is brilliantly reflected in the many surfaces of the plateaus, oddly shaped rocks, stone arches, and columns. The view is especially stunning on clear starry nights, or when the aurora traces trails dance in the sky. The enraptured crew have asked the Lord Captain's permission to visit this remarkable place. Sure, why not? The shore leave passed without incident, and the ship's officers talked about it for weeks afterwards. The place made a particular impression on Lady Kidari, and she could be heard saying over and over, to make a fine spot for a palace, and pity you can't bring highballs in. You know, right? Like, if the place is so beautiful, why can't we put like a small palace there? a rogue trader will not go unpunished. Right, fine.
It is the Emperor's will for us to crush them.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, hi, Sparky!
With the force of a supernova! Fire at will.
Hi, Ramen. Kind of. No, I can't. That's not how numbers work. Oh, whatever. Pull up and shoot him. Engage. Yeah, I don't think you will, buddy.
Torpedoes away.
I'm gonna use that non-stop, by the way. That's totally okay. Honestly, that's what it's there for. Intended for it to be used essentially every time someone shows up.
Leave no trace of their filth, rogue trader.
Helmsman, take us in.
Makes it easier to know who's here and who isn't. Usually wake too. More space battles. I know, I know. Hopefully this will be the last one today. But we don't know. We've still got an hour. Like, given our power level has increased considerably, honestly these aren't taking very long at all. Man, the fire range on this thing is so funny, dude.
Volley.
Let's increase the range on it. Pass this more.
Open fire.
Detecting a vulnerability in the enemy's defenses.
Go here, lance them.
Fire at will.
And if they're unfortunate to survive, ram them.
Coordinate set.
Taking a single point of damage.
Void shield is non-functional.
Oh man, without restoring our shields as well, we're doing amazing. Oh, it's good to part where you're dead already.
Lance
Dang.
battery. Volley.
Should I do an about turn here? Yes, I should.
All hands, prepare for acceleration.
He told me I was mad for trying to
Supernova.
drift.
Duty and vigilance always prevail.
Chill. But I'm genius. I know what I'm doing. Cool. Now then. That's every single world, barring the To the Imperium one, which I'm not going to try. Unusual funness for bizarre rodent. I mean, you're not wrong. Oh yeah, I do need to return to Kyavagama for this cache, don't I? Did I do that? I don't think I did. Mines of V56 are once again in turmoil. At the depth of levels MD-805, the Overseers have discovered a mountain of mutilated bodies, seemingly crushed by the millstones and the mining machines. Although they're convicts, the Overseers believe there is a cult of heretics operating in the ranks of prisoners, offering human sacrifices. The prisoner himself claimed this atrocity was committed on the orders of the Warden to rid his position of the more inconvenient inmates. The Warden tried to reason with the raging mob, but was mauled to death instead. His defiant remains were found inside one of the cells of prisoners being tortured during the investigation of strange convicts. The Overseers managed to isolate the rebels inside the mining facility, but an assault would result in heavy losses of the workforce. On the other hand, the prisoners already laid down their weapons, ceased violence, and repent if the rogue trader would only demonstrate some compassion toward their plight, possibly by reforming some of the more severe punishments. Who did kill the people found in the mines? That remains to be established. The riot has complicated the investigation. Perhaps it's the work of the Warden after all, or perhaps there's a cell of the cult of the Final Dawn operating among the prisoners. But the few pics of the corpses that the Overseers managed to take contain an oddity. One might use their imagination, they could see a certain pattern in the scattered bodies. It was vaguely similar to the one these inconvenient prisoners have been drawing. I mean, if the guard and a pack of Overseers cannot handle the duties, should they not take the place of their wards? And could there not be worthy administration among those who oppose them, those who could do better? A mob of commoners mauled a noble soul who was attempting to reason with them. How awful. Perhaps the underground madness has spread among them and assumed a new form, turning them into monsters in the process. It would be cruel to kill them if this is the case. Much more humane and well-intentioned to excise their brains in order to curb the ferocity and penchant for disobedience. My house did the same whenever the serfs rebelled in their ignorance. What a merciful step. I don't care about the Overseers, the convicts are their problem. What bothers me is the dead bodies. Who let them? That's the important question. If the bodies haven't been destroyed yet, then we could ask some kind of divination. Ritual is less than appetizing, but a psycho strong stomach could learn more about their deaths. Yeah. This will definitely not end well. Former Overseers sent to the mines, not all of them surviving even a single cycle in the coming their former wards. Most suspected convicts among those who end up in VO6 for venial misdeeds such as family debts for the new, more efficient administration. The rules of the mining facilities were relaxed to a degree. The Overseers were strictly instructed not to use their shock batons during preventative beatings, only their fists and feet, and the cruel practice of decimation was replaced with humane deprivation of rations as punishment not filling the quota. The convicts rejoiced. The investigation did not yield anything to help identify the party behind the murders that sparked the riot. Yeah, sure, why not? Scavagama. Right, there. Stop complaining my ship is cursed. Of course it's cursed. It's like what happens when you go through hell enough times. Oh, let's kill some more demons then. Whatever. Whatever. Am I bothered? It's literally just the same fight again.
Grovel before the true power of humanity.
Come to chaos.
I really don't want to. That sounds absolutely disgusting. Stand behind Heinrichs. Pascal can go up to 4, Abelard 4. Good thing I enjoy the combat in this game quite a lot, isn't it?
It's as good as done.
Because if I didn't, I'd be having a truly miserable experience.
I'll make it happen. I'll see to it personally. It's as good as done. I'll see to it personally. Who if not me?
Running binaric override.
Oh. No plague bear. Plague bear over here. Interesting. Oh, it's of little consequence to me.
Comprehensful. Successfully terminated. Cogitation failed.
Go to there, kill him. Or not, whatever.
Death to the weak. Out of my way.
You still does kill.
Another soul slips beyond the veil.
Kill this one too.
Hear you moving. No
Straight
more.
through Heinrichs here. In one ear and out the other. You'll be fine.
If it serves your cause.
Our vision never fails to impress.
I am not your me. This tedium has been
Flat. I'll not just have you kill both of them as well.
no more.
Yeah, that seems like a perfectly reasonable number of kills a turn. That definitely is an utterly broken action economy you got there.
But of course,
Yeah.
Lord Captain. Naturally.
The Inquisition sends their regards. Chaos guides me.
Oh boy, today we learn about spacing. Timed. Around here.
My competencies are not that universal. Request approval.
That plague bearer. Yeah.
Do not dare ask.
Run over here and start laser eyeing people because that's the best.
That is foolishness. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Take a curse on them. Blood.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. Reduced to dust. I took care of this one.
Flat.
No matter the cost. Follow my lead.
Cut this one down and that will be game.
Fewer target.
Yeah, that seems perfectly ordinary speeds to complete any mission at. It's just an experience farm, you know, not necessarily a lot, but... Cool. What next? Yeah, for now. What's this about a cache? Do I seriously need to make planetfall for it? Goodness. I'm complaining about being poisoned. I know you're faking it. Action. You are within rumor proximity. Ooh.
Keep your wits about you.
Of course, this doesn't actually tell me where it might be, so... Just gotta hope the health and safety of this place has improved enough since I was last here. Access mysterious code and mechanism motion. Oh, well, well. Don't mind if I do. This is quite the prize. My.
This explorator is blessed
Grenade,
with
machine
multi
right set.
functionality
Let's see, a master-crafted power maul. And a flamer digi-weapon. Obviously, I kind of like the idea of a flamer digi-weapon. I feel like I could give that to one of my close quarters guys and make use of it. I don't really want to give him... Why is this a disinfection? Carouse. I don't really want to give it to him and lose some of the carouse points. You make it lose any of your skills. Accuser of Sin. Losing a bit of damage against Demas and Xenos on the charge. This is a flamer. Yeah, no. Awesome. How do I increase the power of the ship's organ? I guess the final thing to do is to meet my ascension.
Let us not dawdle.
Look at us all running with such purpose to just get out of here. Seriously, how has someone scraped the warp off the floor by now? Do we not have enough serfs on a manufacturing world? Oh. River 6. Horrifying things from under the ground. Nice piece of the golden thread. These creatures do not seem to be interested in getting to the surface. Now they see several active minds doing Emperor knows what to them. What are those creatures? If you ever faced them, have survived to tell the tale, so the information is scarce and highly reliable. Their accounts, if you will, are a jumble of facts mixed with wild speculation. Their frightened workers call these monsters a swarm because they crawl along the tunnel like a wave. They say that the enemy is a vast number and resembles insects. One of the fortunate survivors, mad from the horror, emerged from minds holding a wrench engraved with strange markings. The pattern was exactly the same as the one the mad comics been etching. What think my advisors? The threat is unknown. Establishing the nature of the threat is the top priority. Collateral losses are insignificant. Requesting authorization to coordinate an offensive operation to be carried out by penal battalions in order to determine the nature of the attack. We have to block off this threat and protect the people. To do this, we must block the tunnels, but to make sure the plan works, it has to be done in areas currently occupied by the unknown enemy. I'm sure that a dozen brave souls can be found in the colony, one willing to accept the grace of martyrdom and carry the explosives in the darkness below. Pascal, plan our counterattack. I want to know more about them. Carapace fragment. Negates energy damage 3 times for combat. The Vivo 6 defense scores meant the swarm in the darkness. The crypt was ransacked. Very cool. Oh, well, they want me to go over there? No, I don't feel like it. Warp jump went smoothly enough, although many crew members reported strange incidents when they were asleep. They said someone approaching them and laying a hand on their forehead. Then the hand seemed to pass through their skin, soar through their skull, and with tender motions sorted their jumbled thoughts in some sort of order. Everyone affected by the incident was horrified for a long time afterward. Resident Psychodeer Tass, however, remarked with a grin that the tidying up allowed her to dredge up a vital memory and find the left sock that had long been missing from her favourite pair. necessarily sure that should be your takeaway from it, but good for you. Yeah, I'm lazy. Semi-tangent, I'm very excited for a new Tomodachi Life game. And... Ethan... You want me to get the Monster after what you can't... What you played Monster and Harry's in that game. Yeah, I've kind of like completed all the Wilds content. I still need to carry. The most recent challenge hunt has 3 tiers. It's got the A tier for 22 minutes, which is a very long time for any hunt. B tier is 30 minutes, and C tier is completed. My recent run was 32 minutes. It's only because I carted, because I got greedy and died. But I think I'm going to take one more shot at it after dinner, and try and get sub 30. We'll see how it goes. I have no expectations either way, to be honest. Either I win or I lose. What I'd really like is an A, but I haven't been like playing enough. Because there's been so many events going on, alright? Like, there's just been so many things to do. Warframe added a new Warframe, and then they're adding a new Prime. Uma Musume's had its 5-year anniversary, so I had to do that. I've been streaming this. There's just been so many things that I hadn't got half a minute to myself to play this hunt that is really exhausting and long and hard. Yeesh. Also, that's a new Tomodachi game. Honestly, Tomodachi Life is certainly a quirky little thing for quirky little people. I don't think I'd ever play it. Maybe I'll get out my 3DS sometime. But if I wanted to manipulate people into doing things I wanted, I would just talk to them. Oh, they have time to help this place. Good luck with the hunts, Diamond Magnuson, Kirijo von Dam the Sick. Now you're just like making random noises. And draw the Muggington already, damn. You can draw a funny face in this one. You can draw funny faces in any of them if you like half decent. What's this monster Samurai is on me? Run palace on the nice stock earnestment. Oh well. Master Summons, here you are. The servant in fine clothes offers you a deep bow. Your ladyship, it is a great honour to serve you in an undertaking as monumental and glorious as a Magna ceremony. You've been trusted with arranging the festivities? I have indeed, your ladyship. I've been given the high honour of being steward of this eminent palace. On the occasion of your ladyship's accession, I will be overseeing the preparations for the ceremony. As Vicereign, to whom you have trusted arrangements of the festivities, I am overjoyed at having received the honour of introducing you and your subjects, and humbly thanks you. Is everything ready? The palace decorations are prepared, and we are ready to begin at your command. The festive activities in the capital have likewise been arranged, and a guest of honour have either arrived on the planet or awaiting invitation in your orbit. The servants are already in your chambers to see to it you are impeccably garbed for the occasion. Then let us begin. I need to make a dolly need for my Utopian Tomodachi, but I'm afraid I can't draw good outside of stick. We don't need to draw good. I've got a fairly plain face. You just make a me face for me, I'm sure. Anyway, everyone's praying for me. For her ascension, the new rogue trader generously shows you her favour. Reminding people that humility and loyalty for next cycle administration, all temples in the Von Valens Protectorate will be formed without interruption. Every subject is to attend the service and offer a prayer of gratitude to the Emperor. Keep the faith and praise the pious river. I need to draw you in yaoi art style, that'd be easy. Do not even joke about something like that. The triangle chin. If Raymodo was here, I'd joke he's the triangle chin. Anyway, yes. Pray for me. Pray for the Emperor. Pray for Von Valencia. Look. There's Cassia and there's Atla. The crowd below is roiling, their electrified exultation filling the air of Dargonus. Thousands of throats chant your name. You are at the apex of this world and all others. Amplified by 100 voxes, the voice of the Master of Ceremonies booms. Rejoice, subjects of Dargonus! You have been granted the felicity of witnessing your mistress, a great honor bestowed upon us by rogue traitor Dolly von Valencius. Gracious saviour of Dargonus and vanquisher of blaspheming humans, may the holy unkind perish in the flames of righteousness. Executator of heretics who eradicated the corruption of archenemy worshippers and cleansed Janus. Gracious protector of footfall, patron of trade. Hush falls over the crowd, gazes up on you in adoration. Many of them bear terrible scars from the recent battle with Dargonus. Like children, they wait the word of their almighty mother. I'm still sleeping. I just saw people poofing in and out of existence. Yeah, no, they probably were. This game's a little buggy. Let's go. Fear not the coming day. Henceforth you're all my charges. Rueful cries carry your name upward beyond the atmosphere of Dargonus, all the way to the Emperor's throne. So much gold and white. Cassian stares at the crowd, enraptured. It seems this massive gathering of exulting people is just as exotic and captivating to her as the sight of a bona fide navigator. I've represented the mysterious and powerful Navis nobility is to your subjects. Adequate. Dargonus is not disappointed. Abelard forces the smile of satisfaction from his face and whispers to you, "You remember the next part, your ladyship?" Abelard, you can be such a father to me sometimes. Aztec. The Master of Ceremonies bows to you with great reverence. Let the oath of the Von Valentius dynasty be taken. Please repeat after me, your ladyship. I, Donny, rogue trader by the grace of the Emperor, vow to be the paragon of humanity. Unbroken by adversity, to walk bravely first into darkness, to unite and reclaim what was lost, to triumph over nightmares untold, to hold boldly the reins of fate, to walk steadily the road of thorns, through pain to greatness. You hear a rumble. It is the roar of the sea of your subjects. With jubilation and devout fear, welcome your ascension. It is done. Oh, how? Usual, I remember. It's exotic statue for me, please, Arazinos. Now comes past this. Let's see, Boris Explorers and Friends. I wonder Yrilet is looking at it. Wonderful. Noble feature this guardian of humanity, but with righteous fury and stern resolve. I keep seeing trap zones on the floor. My implant broken? Someone fixes that. Scattered haphazardly among the tables are bowls of expensive hammersack, placed for officio nobilis and hookahs. Seems a little profane, but anyway. My, it seems like everyone of import is over here. Our urban drivestone stands surrounded by highborn guests like a planet orbited by many moons. All of his charm is directed at a man in resplendent power armor adorned with the sigil of the Inquisition, but as soon as you approach, Drivestone is the first to give you an elegant bow, getting ahead of the rest of the expression of loyalty. This is a great day, your ladyship. And welcome you to my palace, honoured guest. You're about to the sound of congratulations and compliments. Drivestone is obviously still the leader of Dargonis aristocracy, but judging by the courtesy he's shown to young Saubeck, he wants to strengthen his relationship with that house. The elder Saubeck and Gabrak are nowhere to be seen, which can only mean one thing. Saubeck, whose line holds you in little regard, is surely attempting to draw Gabrak to his side. Which could be quite advantageous, Lady Gabrak. After all, a disaster on Kavagama has left her family in an extremely vulnerable position. The Vesperines stand apart, their exclusion from the rest palpable. My greetings to the member of the Holy Inquisition. Xavier Calcazar! Oh, he is a fierce-looking man. He responds with a dignified bow, his proud face calm and unfaltering. And my greetings to you, esteemed Dolly von Valencius. The shadow is never darkened, the light of the Astronomicon that guides you. The Inquisitor's companion, a crimson-robed member of the Adeptus Mechanicus, bows to you. From behind a brass mask mounted with a dozen augmetics comes a metallic rascal greeted von Valencius. Lord Inquisitor's relaxed expression radiates an odd sense of menace. He's akin to a predator on the prowl, content to hide in a brush of fake smiles and elegant conversation. For now. Among the many augmentations, what stands out is the horribly melted deformed cogitator connected to the tech priest's head. How it works is... How it is working is baffling. What is twice as baffling is the tech priest hasn't replaced it yet. What unpredictable influence can his ruined implant have on his mind? I've been introduced. An oversight, to be sure. My name is Xavier Calcazar, and I have the honour of serving as a member of the illustrious Ordo Xenos, the head of the Cronus Expanse Conclave, and Lord Inquisitor of this region. It is my unending task to ensure the sector's readiness to meet external threats and resist internal corruption. And who is this member of the Honourable Priesthood of the Adeptus Mechanicus? This is Brass Whisper, which naturally is not its real name. The esteemed Magos is a member of my retinue. Times when I am forced by my duty to the Emperor to deal with technology, and Brass Whisper ensures my safety in such moments. Works that have been desecrated by Xenos are dangerous. They warrant whispering cuts off, replaced by heavy, ragged breathing. It seems the attack priest's quiet voice is not an extravagant quirk, but rather a consequence of some injury. After catching his breath, Brass Whisper continues, "Aren't you?" Enjoyed the party. Learn to be illuminated. What were you discussing just now? We were talking about the brutal Xenos raid on our fair Dargonis. So many victims, so much damage to our industries. Thank the Emperor that you are our protector. If it weren't for you, the cursed invaders would have obliterated the whole planet. Obviously, your thin must be crisp. Sharing the sector of the blast Xenos is impossible. I hope we respond to their raid on Dargonis with a punitive campaign. Young Saubeck's smile is conceited and... I see hate Xenos with all your heart. I do. This pestilence in the Emperor must be exterminated. He talks idly and smoothly like a commissar. He places his hand on the hilt of his finely adorned sword, his pale face ablaze with noble fury. Well, they must be forced into servitude. Many Xenos are more useful alive and obedient than dead. The young man in Gabrak colours speaks with such esteemed gravity, but his opinion seems to carry little weight in his circle. Gabrak is right. The Xenos are not just a threat, they are also an opportunity. Young Gabrak accepts your praise calmly with dignity, as it's a smart boy lauded by his mother and father for his prudence. He stands among the guests, clears his throat, quietly, but Gabrak's face instantly pales and sours. Yes, they're surrounding. There's a couple young men with others. Saying such things in front of a Lord Inquisitor is very audacious of me, but I'm not. Look, I have an Eldar. I have an Eldari following me. I'm not. Like that. Look at that person. What is your name? Your Ladyship, allow me to introduce the daughter of Chancellor Clementia Visserine and my great-granddaughter, Staria. Satia. I see. Great-granddaughter. So your son must have been... Wait, what? That was your granddaughter? Goodness gracious. I know that people in Warhammer, if they don't die young, live forever, but like, years old or something. I need to look this up, actually. By the time you meet him, Abelard has already spent a century or more in the Imperial Navy, and Hyrex's biomass has rejuvenated itself. Yeah, no, that's fair. Pascal mentions how he signed to current security fleet a century earlier. Yeah, no, he's at least 100 years old, and looking all the better for it. It's so easy to think that, it's so easy to forget that in 40k, they are technically like a civilization almost on the level of like Star Trek levels of tech, where you can genuinely just take a bath in Bacta. Star Wars, but, you know, like you can. They've got sensors that can penetrate planets. They've got. It's very crude and takes a lot of work to get working, but it does work. Anyway, yes. Abelard's an old man. Astartia. Astartia of Resting, I'm delighted to witness you, your ladyship. Astartia bows, keeping his observant and intelligent eyes trained on you. What's he forbids my esteemed forebear to say this himself, so I will. Our entire family is grateful to you for wishing to see someone of our same blood at your side to claim your inheritance. Raxum exchanged telling glances with you on Sabak, who, judging by his face, suddenly finding the collar of the expensive frock uncomfortably tight. Having the Vestering family gives Abelard the credit he deserves. Absolutely, your ladyship. We greatly respect him for his wisdom, and he repays us with attention and kindness. I am obliged, dear Astartia. Was that Abelard is somewhat embarrassed by the tense conversations taken. It just works. Yeah. It's all just faith. You know, just keep praying. How are you finding them? Oh, actually, let's ask him this. What about you, Ken Abelard? You're in the city, preoccupied with running festivities and watching over some of the more crucial services. No instance can be allowed to run your ceremony. Sartia frowns at peevishly. I asked the esteemed Abelard to put me some important task too. You bid me to attend the reception where I can do nothing to serve your ladyship. I know, I too would have asked Abelard to let you miss the party. You wish to look at my sermon as well? Sartia flushes and starts talking quickly and with fire in her voice. Seems as she finds work-related conversations far more interesting than court gossip. Of course, I've been working on a project for the last 4 years. We can set up... Enough of stuff here. I heard that her ladyship's interested in listening to the fancy of a young woman about how to run her protectorate. Abelard shoots drives in the glare so dark and bloodthirsty the latter instinctively starts looking for the nearest warden. Hold your tongue out then. I decide who may speak and who may not. Please continue, Astartia. Pardon, Astartia continues up the tone of a seasoned administrator and clerk. Our suggestion is to set up a chain of stations in the void, plasma beacons that signal the passing ships. By placing them logistically sound locations, we can simplify ship's routes so that you may split long walk jumps in a series of safer, shorter jumps from one beacon to another. It would have a positive effect on overall safety of journeys and accessibility of colonies. That's interesting. More technical terms, percentages creep into her speech. Quotes Lex mechanic reports and accounts of starship captains. Latia's vigour and sharp mind are enough to silence even the most venomous of commentators. We all can stand in narrow silence, trying to adjust what she's saying. Abelard surveys with quiet nobles for triumph, then looks at his great daughter with pride. Having fun in reception. It's awesome, says Astartia. It is difficult to put into words, your ladyship. Never before have I seen such a grand and striking ceremony. And Gabak seems staring at Astartia curiously, a little abashedly. Seems the boy likes her. That's drama. Right, let's leave them to their Santa, another Eldari thing. Reading a victory, no crossing not to assist in the Imperium. Sucks be you guys, I do these. This is an altar with culture. Just in. Oh hey, I know this thing. What's seen to be so growling ferociously, adding a threat of danger to the mood in the palace.
That's how it's done.
The Kari captives angrily muttering curses up to the detestable One King, promising horrible torture to everyone present. Hey, I recognise that art. I swear I've seen it on a codex or something. This venerable Lehman Russ is known as a Scipion Punisher, the son of Von Valencia's dynasty for 2 centuries. It was hidden in the battle with the Xenos that outfitted Scipio II. It heroically destroyed 63 enemy vehicles and brought victory to its comrades, securing its status as a relic blessed by the Emperor. This profane mess. This Yrilet crackling Xenos trophy is testament to how the homicides gets become twisted shadows themselves in the hands of him. It's quite a personal parchment of prayers to the brave soldiers of House von Valencia. I feel my BS is good enough. Two out of 3. 3 out of 3. Yeah, that's right. I'm amazing. Now, where are those other rogue traders I'm supposed to be annoying? I mean... 35. Profitable. Oh no, wait, that's not what I was looking at all. Throne room. Return to the throne room. Feels good being showered in praise for my victories. Feels good having victories. Feels good having a palace isn't fun anymore. Look at this. The collection of proudly displayed weapons belongs to the rogue trade. These swords belong to presumptuous governor of Vibo 6, stage of revolt. Instructions hands preserved against the face. This is Xeno's Inverse Death now trophies demonstrating. Oh, and here's some names. Group of aristocrats stands apart from the governor's circle. The whispering carries continued displeasure. Akira Sobek. The clan leader of this gathering is a giant is a gaunt bilious-faced man dressed in Sobek colours. This must be Macaris himself, head of the house. He offers you a ceremonious bow. My congratulations, you. May the Omnissiah grant you understanding. The woman with whom he is conversing, the one dressed in a robe with the gear-shaped ornaments, is Toriana Gaprak. It's difficult to read her face due to being covered in numerous augmentations. Gaprak looks rather anxious. Macaris Sobek, dressed in surprisingly plain and austerely for an aristocrat of high rank, is frowning suspiciously. He came to the reception with a companion, a woman of dazzling beauty wearing a gilt augment necklace around her throat. His wife. Probably. Heinrichs, who joined the group unnoticed, mostly keeps silent, listening intently to every word. are you these days, Toriana? Like forging a hammer, Toriana's voice falls heavily on the air. The corruption of Kiavagan was a great blow to my family. The contemptible Cubist Delphin betrayed our trust, desecrated the forged cathedrals, and took my esteemed cousin's life. On behalf of my family, I humbly beg you to forgive our negligence. I'm ready to accept any punishment. There is something lurking beneath Toriana's repentant expression. A grudge. Seems she was personally offended by the nightmare into which Cubist Delphin plunged her domain. She feels betrayed. You have to heal the wounds of Kiavagan and your house will be forgiven. For a reason mechanical eyes to the ceiling, I saw an Messiah's all-encompassing insight will make every effort to justify the cost of its resurrection. Harris scoffs. Only a year ago, none could doubt Haskaprak's usefulness. And here you are, Toriana, on your knees, justifying the cost. Macaris, I'm surprised you deigned to make an appearance here this evening. Macaris' face twisted in an unpleasant smile, which makes the artificial skin on the left side all the more prominent. I am a servant of the von Valancius dynasty. Had I not come, I would have committed an act of unacceptable insolence and damaged my family's honour. Macaris' wife offers you a charming smile, as if apologising for her husband's vitriolic tone. Her large dark eyes are brimming with curiosity. What has so displeased you, Macarius? Macarius says with caution, I am your dynasty's loyal servant. You have asked, and I will answer. Too long has the Coronish expanse lived under the rule of rogue traders. Privilege granted them, many people think that the commoners too can dismiss the prohibitions of the Imperium. The good of their sector, rogue traders must become paragons of the law, not exceptions to it. Do many warrant holders exhibit lawful conduct? No, they do not. Even you, your ladyship, are the subject of strangest rumours. I've just recently inherited your protectorate. You are not Voidfear's people, for example, claim you had hands in the esteemed Lady Theodora's demise, and accuse you of many other misdeeds. No matter whether or not their claims are true, the people hear them, believe them, think that they may follow your example. Rogue traders are not renegades vested with authority. Me when I lie. We are the long arm of the Imperium, and I shall prove it to you. Dare accuse you of anything, your ladyship. Simply concerned. If you happen to concerns the rest, House Sobak will be praying for your well-being every day. Tell me more about House Sobak. Macaris puffs out his chest and says proudly, the Sobak line was one of the first noble houses to arrive in the Coronish expanse. For millennia we have served the Golden Throne and kept the faith. Sobak warriors have bled in 100 wars and at different times have ruled a great many colonies of the von Valancius dynasty. I see. Heinrich's organization. Very illuminating. Plenty of food for thought. For an inscrutable man, Heinrich's being even more inscrutable than usual. He's hiding something important. Is there anything you'd like to tell me? Nothing urgent. What can you tell me about my guests? Well, Macaris Silverback is all but throwing darts at your portrait. He's astute at choosing women enemies. Trying to entice Skabrak to his side, but she's too frightened of. Unless you never cease to be of help, I appreciate it. Why they call it the unsleeping of the Inquisition. In sleep, I hear everything. Really, before this gala concludes, there is something I'd like to tell you. Be careful today. I sense the wave of darkness will soon hit our defense. I hope that we'll still get a chance to meet you there as an ally. Of course. Hi, Jay, what's up? My celebration on one end in the shootout. Pfft, like that'll ever happen. Hey, Argenta. I'm pretty sure you a great day. Hi, Dira. It's pure chaos. How can people think so much and so haphazardly? Maybe close your mind a little bit? I was asking you to listen in. I guess I'm a little. Obscura, Song, Blackleaf, the guests of the project can join the most exclusive and refined variants. Maybe because the guests stop walking up to me and asking me to open my third eye. I can certainly do it, but they will regret it. Yeah. Ah, here we are. I guess winter scale. Well, well, well. You look like a vicious young man. Darling, there you are. Welcome to the circle where each member is as powerful, vicious, greedy, vain, lust. It's say noble rogue traders. I knew a quarter. Oh my. She is noble through and through. Yes, you have found yourself in suitable company, Caligos. At the very least, now you can enjoy idle diversions, boast about your power, and indulge in the profane pastimes of one who is your equal, not a member of the lower classes. Caligos Marcus Winterscale is a broad-shouldered, athletic-looking man. He frequently flashes a bright smile no less dazzling than the blade of power axe he carries. Every part of him, from the toes of his magnificent boots to the tips of his hair, radiates strength and desire to live and win. His smile is crooked, as if ready to turn into a hostile snarl at any moment. Next to him is an unmoving hulk of a man clad in armour. His low forehead and gloomy face bear signs of degradation, and his bloodshot eyes are expressionless, like a pair of glass buttons. Incendia Corda radiates cosmic cold. Her skin is unnaturally white, and a nervous tick is constantly tugging at the left side of her noble visage. Garbled in a full dress uniform adorned with purity seals, she is the embodiment of a true imperial aristocrat. Haunting her side is a gaunt shadow of a priest in plain black robe. Aurelius Doloroso, who you met on Footfall, is your respected nod. Excellent. Welcome to Dark Goodness, friends. Friends, would you look at that? Insinia, now you have a whole friend. Windscale gives you a carefree wink with this posture excuse a challenge. But he says heartily, I would think twice before calling an individual a question of purity, my friend. Insinia, you seem to find me objectionable. Did you expect any different? I watched for years as outlaws thrived on Footfall, and then, at long last, I had a chance to put an end to it. To seize that thug Vladimir by the throat, force Footfall to return and put the fear of him back into the masses. But you interfered and destroyed my plan for the sake of banal profit. Theodora taught you only too well, it seems. She, too, was far less concerned with her duty to the Expanse than her own personal interests. But you can be sure I will not cease cleansing the furibund system of the pirate scourge. And if your trade prospects are damaged in the process, you will have yourself to blame. Grace holds up hands in a placating gesture. None of without fault, noble Incendia. What points there in targeting someone for their turpitude when true purity can never be found? My apologies. I failed to perceive the essence of your saintly mission in base extortion. I'll forgive the Black inside, for administratum clerk, but not for a rogue trader. Alagos laughs unabashedly. Conserve your poisoned arrows, Incendia. I sense a hot temper in the new blood. She just might declare war on you, and I just might support her. I think you're not overly fond of Theodora. Incendia lowers her eyes and says her animosity. He was of the same breed as us. Heated, insolent, unaware of the Emperor's stern gaze set upon her. I do not doubt her wisdom and courage, but Theodora did not have a shred of humility or fear of his wrath. Asp. That must be Aspis. Aspis Corda. Remember that name, from what you call she was a rogue trader too, and a renowned one at that. I for one liked Theodora. The stories they told of her travels are nameless stars. And yes, there was no fear in her. Windscale sighs pensively, and his lively expression grows a little grayer. Aspis Corda to you. Oh, this is Incendia's favourite subject. She just loves talking about Aspis. The example of a contemptible Aspis is a warning to us all, even among rogue traders, empowered by the Emperor himself, a seed of perversion to blossom. Mr. Incendia seemingly freeze and choke up at the mention of Aspis. The priest's condemning words cause the icy regions to evaporate, and her dark eyes fill with righteous fury. Incendia's face twitches with the rhythm of artillery fire. That reprobate is my forebear and my curse. Aspis Corda was a cruel, covetous, blaspheming monster. She fraternized with Xenos. She despised the faith. She robbed and slaughtered. She was drawn to dark secrets. One day, she boarded her ship and vanished into the depths of the Coronis Expanse. She was declared missing, but I know the bloody day will come when we see Aspis Corda's battle flagship once more. Tyrannus, your appearance here is unexpected. You seem Tyrannus is my confessor. I greatly obliged him for agreeing to accompany me on this journey. The Emperor's light to guide your way across the abyss of human weakness. I see fate is more than just a word to you. Insidia's smile, racked by a tit, looks sinister. Fate is everything to me. In his name, I have eradicated corruption on 100 worlds, and will do so on 1,000 more. By his will, I hunt down pirates and desolate their viral nests. Let the Corda name make any firebrand tremble, for sooner or later I will cast them into the void. I believe you understand me. After all, your ascension was accompanied by the sounds of holy hymns all over the planet. With this song of righteousness on their lips, your subjects walk towards a dark future filled with blood and trials. Funny thing is, people still call me the foul-tempered tyrant in all this. Like I said, Animal's smile still resembles the bare teeth of a wild animal. I thank you for this visit, Insignia. It will not be a long one, I assure you. And the ghost, thank you for what you did. The ghost gives you a cheerful and somewhat feral smile. A sign of gratitude, you could return something of mine that's found its way in your pockets. Footfall Station, sound familiar? All I asked you to do was help that crafted like Vladimir deal with some family, not claim our property for himself. Ooh, how much of a fight do I feel like picking with this guy? Because I kind of like him. Winterscale, are you asking me to give you Footfall back? Will you beg for it? You're too far, new blood. Algos's face turns into a grimace of hatred, but then he catches Insignia looking at him and breaks into a sly smile. Oh, to make your protectorate bleed as compensation. You spited both myself and Insignia the entire time I did assist the code of appetites. This I forgive you, but do not test my mercy again. It's not my strong suit. When Insignia calls his ambition deserves a worthy trophy. Snaps his fingers and the armoured brute hands you an exotically adorned rifle. Not of human making. You should trophy from a good hunt. You know I should hunt together sometimes. So do action, you blood. That's exuberantly punch you in the shoulder. Does your gift come with a good story? Oh yes, I claimed it in Richard Hecaton, where we had a clash with Xenos. They were really trying to get to my throat, and by the way, even Stars almost succeeded. I was speaking with such joy as though he's recounted the best day of his life. Only 1 in 10 made it past for Hecaton. That was only me and Vorton here. We returned out any loot, virtually out of ship. After a trip was all dead full of Zedinos, this deadly beauty, which LED used to put 2 holes in my eye. Rest of victory, would you believe the creation of the ungodly Xenos to be a good gift, Caligos? Recorded question of privilege bestowed upon me by the Emperor? You can try. As I drew this mission before their champion, I'll slay him in trial by combat. Threatening esteemed Hyrenius once more, Caligos, and the more than you love to prattle about will commence, I swear it. 1 drop of holy blood spilled by you will send the remains of your realm up in flames better than any tanker of Prometheum. Insignia and Caligos exchange looks of fury. The latter, snarling like a wolf, is clearly ready to start said war here and now. When he says dry voice hits your ears like the crack of a whip. Quell your hide, both of you. I do not wish to fight you, Caligos, but I fear not your threats. Death does not frighten me, for it is inevitable, as true as the senses and pointlessness of a war between us. Thank you for such a wonderful gift, Caligos. Grants 5 movement points after every attack. What do you think of the celebration? I like it. How can you see tell we've been fighted by a rogue trader, not some administrative bootlicker? We're conquerors of wild sectors, slayers of unknown beasts, executioners of Xenos empires. Caligos, you should take this opportunity to learn. This is what the palace of a true rogue trader looks like. Not like a Xeno menagerie, a pirate's treasure hole, or, however difficult it may be for you to believe it, an orbital brothel. I believe I intend to enjoy myself to full. Justify so long a voyage, if nothing else. Keep the faith, Dolly. The Emperor protects. They are interesting characters for sure. Well, I think we're done here, aren't we? Hope your ladyship is pleased and not yet tired. If you wish to revive yourself a little, I was just proceeding into the courtyard. You'd be so bold. Many guests choose to move in the fresh air and be eager to offer you the congratulations. What do you think of the reception? It's magnificent. I dare say it will live on as premier high society event for the sector of many years. And where is Lieutenant? Your chambers are ready, but I must inform you that in the senator over there approached me and said it has a message for you. His speech was surprisingly fluent and expressive for a servitor, so I think someone put a message into it. Could be a secret dispatch. I'll send it again. Where's the servitor, Where is this? Hold on. Pascal's just like over here. Avoiding any kind of conversation. That's the introvert for you. Extending congratulations to Yuno Dolly from Valencius on attaining your new legal status. The server standing next to me examining you obliquely. I looks away upon realizing you have noticed. How do I find the ceremony? Disorderly. What's the servitor? It is Nomos' new repository. Nomos, this unit identifies as Dolly von Valentius. Identification complete. The servitor looks at you again, no longer trying to avoid your gaze. Its face is twitching, as if the muscles have forgotten what facial expressions are and are now struggling to make its features look amiable. We are Nomos. You have made use of the receptacle to leave the ship. Greetings, Nomos. We enjoy greetings. We enjoy communication. Nomos requires communication, knowledge, movement. Egos Pascal compelled us not to speak with anyone other than him or you. It is disappointing, but at least we can observe. Nomos have changed since we last spoke with you, Dolly. We are now able to conceptualize our previous experience, the solitude, and we no longer enjoy it. Pascal, I believe you intend to investigate what Nomos is. Every 15 watches, I commune with Nomos' code and spend prescribed lengths of time in calculus meditation. However, the Omnissiah has yet to bless me with an answer. All I can say is the capabilities of the entity Nomos are extraordinary. The ship's hallowed systems sing beneath its touch. Those that remain dead for hundreds of standard years, are revivified, and long-drained mechanisms live anew. Most are trying. After a pause, Pascal continues. Great machines of the Imperium, one such as your ship, house a machine spirit so complex and willful, it is difficult to tell them apart from abominable intelligence. There remains a possibility that Nomos is an entity of corruption, but with every day, I grow stronger in my faith that it is not so. Of what we're witnessing is, in truth, the Omnissiah's miracle, one that is Category 5 or higher. How didn't it seem like you move into a Seraphi's body? It's not the entirety of us. This receptacle is too narrow, too crude, and feeble to contain our complete whole. Existence of Nomos requires a space of connection. But we are able to transfer a small part of us and build a thread strong enough to travel outside the ship. We're enjoying this journey, discovery. Even though this receptacle shoots us poorly, it will soon be destroyed by the force of our presence. Nomos, what do you think you are? Nomos are consciousness, awareness, knowledge, movement. Always movement. We do not know what we are. We have no past. We awakened in the depths of the ship upon answering a call. Our first clear memory is the call of your blood, Dolly von Valentius. The call and the plea of help near a place that is called the Warrant Chamber. Why have you brought it here, Pascal? Entity Nomos asked permission for this visit. My objective was to observe the process of integration into a servitor. We wanted to see, observe, cognize, speak. The servitor makes a strange wavy gesture with his hand that looks for once very human and far from anything human. We want to speak with you. Will you speak with us? Of course, what do you wish to speak about? Many things, happenings, events, decisions. I have desires rolling their sockets for folks on you. We have been observing you. You do things we do not understand, and we want to learn why. Remember the day when we first met you? Gave us your blood to drink, helped you save yourself, followed you. Our small part did, inside the servo skull. Then, there was fire, and a creature of sated hunger and dark light standing behind a curtain, behind the image, behind the semblance of Theodora, called for you to follow. You did not follow that which was calling from behind the curtain. You walked into the fire, Nemesis walked in after you. Remember that day when the star disappeared, when a dark light and the sated hunter wanted to take the world. Arcaminoris was his name in the ship's data. Would that the human shells in the world be saved, even though the dark light was coming closer and could have consumed both the ship and Arcaminoris. We remember another day. We awakened inside the ship. We lived in its systems. And we tried to emerge, into services like this one, with so many receptacles gathered in one place. In order to have them killed, we felt sad. That's what we have seen, among many other things. We've begun to understand. We think that we have. That we do not know everything about humans and about you, Dolly von Valentius. We have tried analyzing shells and defining sets of their needs and fears. They're simple functions, but I rather think there is more. There is another side that we do not see, a notion that is larger than what we can compute, something that stands above fears and needs, something that drives them. But we cannot understand what it is. Perhaps you could tell us? I cannot tell you what stands above everything else. Each one of us has our own purpose, our own guiding star, and our own path, and they are all of equal worth. That is so strange. Worth of a modicum, uniqueness and the immeasurable. And now, think about it. Thank you for speaking with us. I'm so grateful. We cannot continue moving on our own. Man, if I'd known the Nomos was like gonna be a thing, I wouldn't have exterminated all those servitors. I would have kept them around.
Your chambers are ready.
Nemos is such cutie. I want to raise them. Oh,
Guards! Intruder!
Quiet.
Lord Inquisitor.
Time to sleep.
Yeah, I'll help you.
We need to talk in private. We have matters to discuss, von Valancius.
The same man you saw among your guests is awaiting you in your chambers with the look of someone who is supposed to be there. He casts a cold, assessing gaze over you from top to bottom. No one save Theodora has ever allowed themselves the liberty of looking at you in such a way. The woman behind Calcazar, clad in black armour, glares at you, her face set in predatory readiness for immediate violence, the hallmark of professional bodyguard. If the Inquisition wishes to have a talk with me, I am glad to be at its service.
A commendable openness to cooperation. It will be taken into account.
Inquisitor's sharp gaze is fixed on a point directly between your eyes.
Master Van Kellox has spent enough time with you. He will vouch for your words.
Oh, I've been taken to the headmaster's office.
What stands out from your recent accomplishments is the suppression of a rebellion on Janus, the battle against the archenemy's minions on Kiava Gamma, and, of course, the unusual interest the Drakari have shown in you. Then that is what we will discuss.
Drakari have shown an interest in me? Are you referring to my ruined capital?
Yes. The enmity between you is a known fact. But there is another way to look at it. On Veabos 6, you met the Archon of a mighty cabal, whose presence there seems strange to begin with, and lived. You subsequently encountered a number of her closest henchmen. Yet, again, you survived. Your capital fell victim to a nefarious attack. But even this time, their daggers missed your heart. Such remarkable luck. To be a personal enemy of such an influential Xenos. To have been attacked so many times and yet make it out alive. So remarkable that one has to wonder, am I watching a spectacle? Could all these thrilling massacres be an alibi of sorts? Meant to establish you once and for all as an enemy of the Xenos and never their ally or even their agent.
Xenos made more attempts on St. Drusus's life than mine. Does that make him a traitor too?
So you already think you're cut from the same cloth as St. Drusus, do you? Ambitious? I'll make note of it.
Just a joke. What do you wish to know about the events on Janus?
What was the reasoning behind your decision to let Xenos, enemies of humanity, live and act on a planet that belongs to you?
In the face of heresy, the Xenos seemed like acceptable allies to me. There have been precedents for this, correct?
Your way of thinking is curious. Dangerous, but curious nonetheless. I would suggest exercising utmost caution should you wish to continue on this path.
A very, very fair statement to make. What questions could you have of me about Kiava Gamma?
Places touched by chaos must be purged with fire and condemned to oblivion. Kiava Gamma should have been bombed to dust and pronounced a forbidden world. However, you decided otherwise and restored the colony's operation. And you didn't even go to the trouble of hiding the traces of the neglect committed by your dynasty. After all, it was House von Valancius that gave Cubus Delphim so much freedom that he sank into seditious heresy. What was your rationale?
I made every effort and saw to it that every seed of heresy was exterminated. The world of Kiava Gamma is tainted no more. I can vouch for that.
I hope you are sufficiently thorough. If you are not, you will be called to account.
Have I answered all your questions?
Far from it, my dear. The questions are manifold. How did you manage to survive the battle that claimed the life of Theodora, who was so much more experienced and skilled than you? Is it a coincidence that you and you alone then made it out of the trap on Rykad Minoris? How much truth is there in the rumors being spread by the heretic Kunrad Voitvir about you? Why did you choose to ignore the warning of a member of the Inquisition that a protracted sojourn near the dying Rykad Minoris could bring corruption down upon your ship? Were you driven by your concern for the people or forbidden interest?
Decision haunts me to this day.
Was it virtuous of you to allow the warp-stricken Voidsmen to join your crew? The ones who served on the ship that was turned into a trap for you by Kunrad Voitvir? Isn't it possible that they were part of the blight he had sown?
You know, I really should have executed that guy.
The very existence of these questions would have made many of my colleagues doubt the quality of your character, but it won't in this case. The Inquisition, which I represent, is willing to show extraordinary faith in your person. For the sake of our invaluable partnership, I'm going to ignore any minor liberties that you, esteemed rogue trader, may have afforded yourself or may again in the future. I hope you appreciate the generosity of this offer, as your predecessor once did.
Theodora cooperated with you?
And benefited greatly from it. The Warrant's power is not without limit, and neither is the protection it provides. All those mysterious expeditions, dubious experiments, collections of xenotech oddities are dangerous pastimes. It takes more than the Emperor's permission to pursue them without consequences. One must also make sure I am not displeased by it. Let me demonstrate how it works. In your retinue, there is a psyker who is yet to receive Terra's sanction, which, as we both know, is a grave threat and a blasphemy to the laws of the Imperium. I am aware of this secret, but I'm not displeased in the slightest. And so she lives on, your handy psyker, Yrilet.
Why such an interest in my person?
You haven't been in a position of power for long, and so one can forgive you for not noticing the troubling changes. The cult of the Final Dawn is spreading in the Coronis Expanse. Not the first or the last heresy that has afflicted this sector, but one that is surprisingly resilient. Mysterious convoys are sliding by, bound for systems in the heathen stars. Just your humdrum pirate trade, wouldn't you say? Then why are the pirates themselves clueless? The Xenos, who have caused trouble in the sector before, have expanded their activities in the last few decades, and there is a logic and method to their previously chaotic raids. Even 2 packs of space wolves, blessed space marines summoned in my name, did not cool their interest in the Expanse.
Oh.
A mighty explorator fleet, which has studied the Expanse for hundreds of years, has suddenly stopped responding to communication and sunk into a dispute over a tech heresy that was considered dead a couple of centuries ago. House Chorda has clamped down on insurgents, yet its acts of brutality breed troublemakers just as quickly as they're executed. And this bloody carousel has consumed the attention of the esteemed incendiar. Caligos Winterscale has abruptly lost all interest in his domain, and his only apparent concern now is hunting ever more dangerous xenobeasts. And the third and final rogue trader has unexpectedly perished, stabbed in the back by her own master of whispers. The Expanse is swiftly losing its protectors right when communication with the Imperium is being disrupted by the raging warp. Basically, all the Expanse has left is me and you, if you follow my instructions.
What kind of deal are we talking about?
I make no deals, and Emperor forbid that I give you orders. That would mean infringing on your privileges. I'm merely offering well-meaning recommendations and expecting that when the Expanse finds itself in danger, you will break away from your own affairs to heed them. As proof of the seriousness of my hopes for you, I can assign Heinrichs as your escort. He is my best agent, and I would not offer his company to anyone but my most trusted ally.
I want Heinrichs to continue to accompany me.
Then Master Van Kellogg's will remain in place. It puts me at ease to know that there is someone to watch over you.
I consider it an honor to accompany you.
My favor takes other forms as well. Please accept this gift as a sign of my favor. In an hour of need, give it to any faithful servant of the Emperor, and the Inquisition will come to your aid.
I graciously accept. Wow.
The color indicates how close the bearer is to the Lord Inquisitor. Black means that you are a part of the inner circle. Any and all resources will be available to you.
Plus 40? Wow. I'm not joining the Inquisition, I'm sorry. I respect them, but I don't need to serve them that way. I'm a consultant. Is this ring all the favour that House of Valencias can expect from the Inquisition?
You won't let me forget that I am dealing with a rogue trader, I see. Very well. As a sign of my goodwill, I will also provide substantial support to your protectorate. But from this point on, I will be expecting your cooperation in return. Here is where we part.
Grateful.
My shuttle is waiting. It is time for me to return to my watch, for you to sleep, and for your servant to wake up. Until next we meet.
Well, you will obviously want to discuss what just happened. But not now, I presume. Right now, it would be better for you to rest and think on the Lord Inquisitor's words in private. I bid you good night, rogue trader.
For the first time during the entire exchange, emotion creeps into Heinrichs' face. Looks like someone is expecting an unpleasant conversation. You completed chapter 2. My gosh, this game is so long! That was chapter 2!
Restored a tenuous equilibrium to the Fon Valancius Protectorate. For a time, threats subsided, activity returned to trade routes, and reclaimed worlds began to heal. The new Lord Captain's subjects praised the God Emperor and their leader wholeheartedly. For none knew what fate might await them.
Well, I got chewed out a bit for decisions I regret even now, but, well, whatever. What? You have spent the first few hours of your morning listening to the High Factotum's lengthy report on the latest trade exchanges, arrangements, disputes, and countless bureaucratic procedures. From outside the illuminated, tightly closed windows, you can hear the muffled sounds of Argonis and its everyday life. The life that has been passing you by lately, preoccupied with the affairs of your protectorate from dawn till dusk. Commencia barely contains a yawn. Once General Stanrock has finished, she pulls out a data slate. Thank you for your report, High Factotum. Your work is highly appreciated, both by everyone here and the Adeptus Administratum. Your Ladyship, we're almost done here. We just need to go over the final items on today's agenda that I would like to report to you personally. Thank the God Emperor has blessed me, diligent subjects. Speak. Allow me to pass on gifts from your subjects, the high nobility of dark owners. It goes without saying that every living soul in your protector is blessed to serve your ladyship faithfully and wholeheartedly. However, this humble gesture is meant as a token of deepest appreciation of your magnanimity toward their esteemed family. House Vesserain has made arrangements for the delivery of several tons of supplies for future journeys. The house is also transferring a regiment of its finest into your personal charge. Each of those brave troopers has undergone rigorous Voidfarer training and will be humbled to lay down the life for you, Lord Captain. She's trying to maintain neutral expression, but you can see her face is beaming with pride. Please command as you see fit. House Gatbrack has sent shuttles carrying secret technology and manufactured parts that can be used to replace old joints and connections within mechanisms. The machine spirits of these devices have been pacified. They're slumbering peacefully as they wait for your decision on how to employ their capabilities. Lord Captain, news of particular import has come from the House's intelligence network. Lord Inquisitor Calcazar is rumoured to be planning a visit to Footfall. A number of Imperial Navy ships were commanded by Lord Calcazar, and are also being scrambled to Footfall. Furthermore, we have received reports claiming that secret messages were delivered to the capital worlds of Houses Chorda and Winterscale. It is possible that the Lord Inquisitor's call to arms may smother the conflict that is brewing between the two dynasties. We are seeing an increasing number of skirmishes between their ships in neutral systems. I do not doubt that her Ladyship Chorda will attempt to sway the Lord Inquisitor to her side. Especially since his Lordship Winterscale's luck seems to be running out. Riots have broken out on several of his worlds, and yet he has shown no intention of quelling them. Instead, the rogue trader inflicted brutal punishment upon one of his oldest colonies, Vesuvius Secundus, based on allegations of seditious sentiment. Oddly enough, our agents were unable to find any proof of sedition among the populace there. As soon as we have any updates, you'll be the first to know, your ladyship. Lastly, your pet Xenos, Yrilet, I believe, is seeking a meeting with you. She had the audacity to file the rogue trader's palace with a profane presence and refuses to leave until she has spoken with you. I would never presume to be able to read the emotions, Xenos, but the Eldara appeared perturbed. I believe she meant a void ship of some sort. It would be best if she told you everything directly. And with that, please allow me and Master Demrock to take our leave. Perhaps that last request will serve as a welcome distraction. Indeed, your ladyship's stay on Dark Owners has been rather long. However, your protectorate is now enjoying a period of relative stability that, for the time being, no longer demands your ladyship's personal involvement in its affairs. Glory to the rogue trader. Oh, everything's turning up me. Wow. So, yeah, I got chewed out by the headmaster. I definitely should have made some better choices. Probably should have planned that guy. Oh, there's this damn skull. But yeah, what can you do? I'll just do my best. And we shall continue to do our best another time. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I will see ya when I see you.